Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Jennifer Coulson joins us now from Coldwell Banker, and she's also one of our hosts on TV.
I know,
Jen,
so much fun.
I love the commercials that you guys have right now.
With the dogs, aren't those so sweet? Every time I'm like, oh, the little puppy, they're just wounding around, they're so sad, and then they hear that door close. It's like everybody who has a dog at home, they're so happy to see you. Unconditional love.
Well, and just the fact of what home means and what that can just mean to your clients. And even though the Vail Valley might not be your primary home, it's your second home, and so many people come back year after year. It's their place of solace and just their happy place.
It's so true. You know, half of the transactions we do here, about half, are done with locals. So we have a lot of locals that are buying and selling real estate here, but we do have a ton of people who come here to visit and buy their second, third, fourth, fifth vacation home, if you will, and then they end up spending a lot more time here than I think sometimes they were expecting.
And the good news is we're seeing that construction resurgence, so we have a choice. Do we want to buy new? Do we want to work with something that might need a little help in the remodel department? There's a lot of different directions we can go.
There are, and you know, working with buyers for over 15 years, I have seen it all. And it's really interesting to walk in. I have one client who won't look at anything with a red wall. Okay. And I mean, and they're looking at a great price point, certainly can afford a couple cans of paint, but they are adamant, no red walls. And I always say, we'll get it painted for you. Don't worry. We'll take care of that for you. But some people want something that is completely remodeled or brand new. And as far as new construction goes in the Valley, there isn't a ton of inventory. So there are places that have been remodeled, but I think there's a huge opportunity in this Valley, like there has been for quite a while, to buy something that may need a little work. And there's two ways to look at that, especially as a local, to be able to put in some sweat equity. There's so many tradesmen that work in town. It's a fantastic way to make some money and to get an incredible property. And then a lot of these condos, I mean, Vail is relatively young as far as, you know, the rest of the country goes. And so we have a lot of things here that are 20, 30, you know, years old that need a little updating. I mean, you know, everybody thought the late 70s and 80s and all that brass in the 90s was just awesome. You know, it might need a little update, and it really scares some people. You would be shocked.
Well, it's hard to visualize, but that's the thing, is like there's so many, like you said, professionals that can even work up just a mock, you know, like blueprints of what it could look like, and with all the computer-aided design programs out there,
definitely,
you can visualize yourself in it. And sometimes maybe you love the location, but yeah, it needs to be remodeled, and you just might want to have to go through that remodel to get that location.
Exactly. And I think sometimes, well, it's one of my specialties. So I work with a lot of clients that do remodels. I've worked on quite a few remodels, from taking down walls to just doing cosmetic paint and carpet kind of things. But there are so many opportunities in the Valley. You know, I worked with a client recently and they said, well, it needs a new roof. We're out of here. We're not going to do this. And I thought, that's a couple weeks work, maybe. You know, somebody to come and slap a brand new roof on there, that is not that big of a project, and it certainly doesn't affect the interior of your home at all. Sometimes people think, oh, well, it's not the greatest location because it doesn't have the spectacular view. Well, you have to remember, you can get a great property, and if you're not in it all the time, you can be getting in some insane rental income. Rental rates are through the roof right now. So if you're looking to buy another home, this could be a great opportunity for you to really make some money when the home's sitting empty, when you're not using it.
Exactly. Yes, that short-term rental income. You know, it's just a lot of people don't understand it.
No, they do not understand that a lock-off in some place $1,500 a month, and that's not like right ski in, ski out either. So, and that's for long-term, short-term rentals with people doing Airbnb and VRBO and those kind of using those kind of sites now. They're making all kinds of money, and there's a lot of opportunity. And a lot of people think, oh, well, if I come to Vail, I'm going to have to be using the top-of-the-line people, and it's going to cost me a fortune. And after doing my own personal remodels and working throughout the Valley, I know, I mean, I remember I went to do the backsplash in my kitchen, and I picked out this great tile, and it was $16 a square foot. Went down to Denver, it was $1.25.
Oh, yeah.
Hello? Okay. Like, you don't need to spend the top of the line money to get the same product. Exactly. You just need to work a little bit. And there's so many people, if you're interested in remodeling a home or looking for a new property and are possibly interested in doing that but are hesitant because you're not sure who to use, that's one thing we specialize in at Coldwell Banker, and certainly I do, is working with buyers and sellers, but definitely with buyers, is that I can help you find the people that you need to work with that aren't going to cost you an arm and a leg and can get you a fantastic property. And, you know, let's not forget, one of the greatest things about redoing a property is you make it exactly how you want it.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's so fun.
Yes,
All right.
of course.
Well, let's get the process started. You can visit with Jen and the Coldwell Banker team located in Vail. They can help you with brand new construction, or they could also get you into a project where you could take part in the remodel. The choice is yours. We have more Good Morning Vail coming your way. We do have a storm that hopefully will be hitting us, so we've got another powder day this week. We're going to get more details from Mark.